best part was that everything was new and I could discover and explore and learn and watch people, and I was always happily confused.
I got a job, so that put a little money in my pocket.
Getting my driver's license.
Finding out what you are strong enough to do that maybe you never thought you were before.
Seeing friends that I had before I moved away.
It was awesome being close to family.
Also getting to know your relatives who you've never seen before.
I think for me it's always just making new friends wherever you go and meeting new people.
I wasn't used to people just talking to me or saying hi and how are you. That freaked me out at first.
Getting to do things on your own and have your own adventure and figure out who you are outside of whatever context you've been most of your life.
Transitioning gave me the opportunity to kind of reinvent myself. The person I am is okay, and I became a lot more comfortable in my own skin.
One of the hardest things was just becoming familiar with a new place. Just knowing that I have to do it again.
Leaving different friends and cultures behind, that's been difficult.
Figuring out what friends I wanted to keep and what friends wanted to keep me.
If you actually want to make friends, you have to be outgoing. You have to get their numbers. You have to text them. You have to be like, hey, do you guys want to go out to eat? And you have to get used to failure.
I have to do everything on my own, and I have to check up on myself. No one is there to catch me when I fall.
Learning how to tip people, learning how to get gas here, learning the bedspread system.
Coming out of a German environment where everybody's very direct, a lot of times I found myself wondering if what they said was really what they meant.
I guess I had assumptions, so that affected the way that I transitioned.
Yeah. I think the hardest part for me about the transition was feeling like I had to choose between either totally forgetting my past or totally being just swallowed up by it.
Kind of allows you, when you move around a lot, to play different roles in different areas, which is a good thing because you get fresh starts, but also a really terrible thing because then you kind of create different lives for yourself and you never really feel like you're one person.
Something I'd say is important is you want to check your expectations. You don't want to come in thinking everything will be terrible, and you don't want to come in thinking everything will be great.
No matter where you go, there are always going to be great people.
Try to have a positive outlook from the beginning and try not to dwell on the negative things. Just think about what you're thankful for and think about the positive things.
Yeah, you have to keep an open mind about what's important to you and what is not.
It's important to remember that your transition is not going to be the same as another person's, so to not compare is really important. Just to be normal and be yourself. Don't try to pretend you're someone you're not.
Don't be afraid of failure.
Figure out what goals you want to set for yourself and surround yourself by people that will help you achieve those goals and will help you be that person you want to be.
Even if you're not going out to the other people, don't go away from them either. You need to be open to new experiences and new situations. Otherwise, you're going to feel really alone.
Don't be closed. Try to be open with people, even though it's hard and sometimes it doesn't seem natural.
Be positive. Specifically be positive when you're making relationships. Just understanding that they're not going to necessarily be the same type of relationship as you've had. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just different.
What I wish I had not been told was that I would never be understood. I feel like the message I got was that I was going to come, and no matter how close I got to people, they would never fully understand me because they don't have the same past as me. I very quickly lost that mindset because I found friends who loved me deeply and who I loved deeply, and we understood each other even though we grew up in such different settings.
Well, this is just as much a new cultural experience as living overseas is. It's fine for me to relate to the United States as my home versus Germany or Uzbekistan.
I would say know your boundaries and be aware of what your needs for yourself are. Just give yourself permission to have tough times and to not be okay and to cry and to know that transition is hard.
Take those experiences that you've had, apply those to your future growth.
My advice would be to be excited and kind of view it as another adventure.
really live in the moment and really be here and really invest in people and places and things without letting go of your past and what has formed you.